Hey, hi, and welcome to another edition of Pigeon Forum. Today, our topic is going to be health. How to keep our young birds and old birds and pigeons in general healthy. Before we write in, I would love for you to subscribe, maybe give a like to the page, hit the button, and here we go. We're going to start with basics, common sense. Okay, what is health? Okay, health is the absence of disease. That's simple. It's the absence of disease. How do we keep disease away? Well, there are lots of ways to do it, but the best way is to prevent it. It's preventing it from entering in our lofts. How do you prevent it? Number one, keep your lofts ventilated, keep them dry. I think humidity is the number one enemy for the pigeons. Proper ventilation, proper temperature, lets your bird be quiet, lets your bird be relaxed, doesn't stress them, doesn't break down the immune system, and doesn't open them up, or does not open them up for other pathogens or bacteria to invade and create disease. So low numbers, no overcrowding. You want basically like 2 square feet per bird. If you can more, give them more. Do not always over medicate. That's going to be your worst enemy, because everybody's going to try to sell you medicine for coccidia, medicine for trick, medicine for that, and before you know it, you already have a pharmacy this big, and they're telling you to give it once a month, once a week, preventative. All you're doing is you're going to end up poisoning your birds. Example: if you are not sick, why would you take a medicine? Why would I give you antibiotics if you were not sick? To prevent a cold from coming? No, it's not going to prevent anything. It's going to kill your friendly bacteria in the intestine and make you predisposed to get some sort of an illness. So prevention with medication, it is not the smart thing to do. You medicate when you have something going on. Here in Tres Corona Ranch 300, we do use medicine, but we use it sparsely, and we use it appropriately when we need it. In the year calendar, we medicate once, and that is just as a dewormer, and I use a 5-in-1. Other than that, the birds try to stay healthy all year round. We have very little to no disease going on. So don't over-medicate. If you're going to medicate, know the doses that you're going to use, because lots of the medicines outside either don't come with a dose or come from the human or dog or cat or fish side, and the doses are really weak or really strong. So know the doses that you're going to be using so you don't poison your birds again. The use of probiotics after every medication or antibiotic medication is very recommended. So don't forget it. You finish your your antibiotics, follow up with a couple of weeks of probiotics. There's lots of good ones out there that'll help replenish the gut. There's lots of vaccines for birds too. Vaccinate your birds at least once a year, and we do the paramyxovirus with the rotavirus. Paramyxo will do young birds, old birds, and 3-year-olds. After that, once they're being vaccinated, they're probably been for life. And the rotavirus is mostly for young birds. Okay, so all your young birds have to be vaccinated for that, because it is a very aggressive virus. Has a probably 50% mortality and 60% morbidity. Very little survive the rotavirus, and those that survive are no longer able to continue a racing career. They're just weak. They won't do it. They'll get lost. Right. So, do you have any advice on health?
Well, my advice, in addition to Carlos, is take care of your birds 365 days a year. So you can't just ignore your breeders. Take care of your birds 365 days a year. Treat them minerals, good grit, good feed, healthy, water. I use a lot of garlic, apple cider vinegar, honey in my water, all the time. Beet juice. I use a lot of these natural substances, but I do it on a regular basis for the breeders 365 days a year. And what ends up occurring is the youngsters come out of the nest nice and strong. rarely, I haven't really seen any disease in my birds, and knock on wood. But take care of the birds all year round. It's not a part-time thing. If you're gonna have the birds, you gotta have somewhat of a commitment to them. But it's pretty easy. It's really easy just to change the water every day, give them good feed every day. But minerals, good grit. I'm really adamant about minerals and grit and good products. I try not to medicate unless absolutely have to. I eat 5-in-1 once a year like Carlos. Usually I do that at the time of year where I want to prep the race birds and the breeders and call it good. But usually don't have to go back to that medication. But all year round. Take care of them all year round.
Yeah, and the fact is that pigeons are not sterile animals. They thrive in a clean environment, but you don't need to have sterility. Actually, sterility hampers their ability to develop a healthy immune system. So their own feces, their own helps them build gut bacteria. We want clean, but we don't want sterile. I know lots of people provide filtered drinking water. They clean their loft 2 days a week or 2 times a day. They're extremely saturated with sterility and cleanliness. That goes against your bird. That makes birds weak instead of giving the opportunity to build up their immune system. Our birds, I think by nature, are pretty hardy. What we're asking them to do is be who they are as racers, perform in their stretches they're supposed to perform. So don't be scared to let them out. Don't be scared to try their distances. Don't be scared to let them be birds. As long as your bird is healthy, it'll always come back home. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for visiting our page. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we appreciate you tuning in. Give us a like. Hopefully, we'll come up some more topics. Maybe the next one we'll talk about rodent control or something. But that's a topic that everybody needs to work on, because there's mice, rats, whatever. We're out here in the country, so we're constantly working on that stuff. So
if you have any other questions, just put on the comments below any questions you have, and we will try to get back at you, and we will really pay attention to it and develop the topics that you want to listen to.
Yeah, make your suggestions. We'd love to hear what you want to hear about. We'll do our best to give you some subject matter.